It's been more than 15 years since the release of the first generation iPhone. Literally billions of Apple's mobile devices have been sold during that time, with technical improvements and constant upgrades making for an ever-changing and improving user experience. With the recent release of the iPhone 14, 14 Plus, 14 Pro, and 14 Pro Max, what better time to look back at the iPhone's incredible achievements? This is the evolution of the iPhone. Before the iPhone was released, the most popular mobile phone was the Nokia 1200, but there were also more advanced phones like the Motorola Q. However, in 2007, Apple designed a device that would completely revolutionize the mobile phone industry.
This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years.
Well, the iPhone definitely was revolutionary, and the introduction of the iPhone basically meant the funeral for Nokia. The iPhone was introduced as a product that combines 3 devices.
An iPod. A phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device, and we are calling it iPhone.
The first iPhone was released in 2007, and unlike many of its competitors, like the Motorola Q, it did not feature a QWERTY keyboard. The iPhone was entirely different. It only had one button and a 3.5-inch widescreen display.
It works like magic. You don't need a stylus. It's far more accurate than any touch display that's ever been shipped. It ignores unintended touches. It's super smart. You can do multi-finger gestures on it, and boy, have we patented it.
Another major feature that made the iPhone so successful were the applications and the easy-to-use software.
Software that's at least 5 years ahead of what's on any other phone.
The iPhone had a 2-megapixel camera, good performance, and multiple storage options. All this came at a high starting price of $499. For this amount of money, you could almost buy 10 Nokias. Besides being cheap, the Nokia had one other advantage. It was almost indestructible. The iPhone, on the other hand, not so much. Despite this, the iPhone became a massive success, and 6.1 million units were sold. Fun fact. Did you know that Apple made the first iPhone prototype in 1983? Back then, it wasn't a smartphone, but a landline phone with a touchscreen computer and a stylus. Steve Jobs was not a big fan of the stylus, though, or even buttons, it seems, and thankfully technology had advanced enough by 2007 that the iPhone could offer a more intuitive and easier-to-use touchscreen without the need for a stylus.
Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away, and you lose them. Yuck.
So in 2008, Apple introduced the iPhone 3G, which they described as twice as fast at half the price.
It surfs the web and downloads data twice as fast for half the price. Introducing the new iPhone.
While the first iPhone was $499, the 3G seemed much cheaper, with a suggested retail price of $199 for the 8GB model and $299 for the 16GB model. That price was reduced further to $99 with the release of the 3GS. However, the cut-price 3G model then required a 2-year contract or $499 without one, and hidden fees were not warmly received by critics. One of the 3G's main features was being able to connect to